Compiling the top 50 quotes from MLB players and coaches is quite an extensive task, given the vast history of the sport and the numerous memorable moments and statements made by individuals involved. However, here's a selection of iconic quotes from players, coaches, and managers throughout MLB history. These quotes capture the essence of baseball, its players, and the wisdom gained from the sport over the years. They reflect on the challenges, the humor, and the enduring love for America's pastime. It ain't over till it's over. Never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. Baseball is 90% mental, and the other half is physical. I'd rather be lucky than good. In baseball, you don't know nothing. Every strike brings me closer to the next home run. Pitching is the art of instilling fear. You can observe a lot by just watching. It's hard to beat a person who never gives up. The way I figured it, I was even with baseball, and baseball with me. The game had done much for me, and I had done much for it. Baseball was, is, and always will be to me the best game in the world. You can't hit what you can't see. The only way to prove you're a good sport is to lose. It's supposed to be hard. If it wasn't hard, everyone would do it. The hard is what makes it great. You gotta be a man to play baseball for a living, but you gotta have a lot of little boy in you too. There may be people who have more talent than you, but there's no excuse for anyone to work harder than you do. You owe it to yourself to be the best you can possibly be. I never questioned the integrity of an umpire, their eyesight. Yes. It's what you learn after you know it all that counts. The greatest challenge, I think, is adjusting to not playing baseball. People ask me what I do in winter when there's no baseball. I'll tell you what I do. I stare out the window and wait for spring. I never said most of the things I said. It ain't the heat, it's the humility. You can sit on a lead and run a few plays into the line and just kill the clock. You've got to throw the ball over the damn plate and give the other man his chance. That's why baseball is the greatest game of them all. The only thing I can do is play baseball. I have to play ball. It's the only thing I know. Baseball is like church. Many attend, few understand. I'd like to thank the good Lord for making me a Yankee. It's hard to win a pennant, but it's harder losing one. Slump. I ain't in no slump. I just ain't hitting. I never thought home runs were all that exciting. I still think the triple is the most exciting thing in baseball. To me, a triple is like a guy taking the ball on his 1-yard line and running 99 yards for a touchdown. Baseball is a red-blooded sport for red-blooded men. It's no pink tea, and mollycoddles had better stay out. It's a struggle for supremacy, a survival of the fittest. Baseball is a lot like life. It's a day-to-day existence, full of ups and downs. You make the most of your opportunities in baseball as you do in life. I love doubleheaders. That way I get to keep my uniform on longer. There's nothing like a good friend, except a good friend with a baseball bat. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. I never blame myself when I'm not hitting. I just blame the bat, and if it keeps up, I change bats. After all, if I know it isn't my fault that I'm not hitting, how can I get mad at myself? I became a good pitcher when I stopped trying to make them miss the ball and started trying to make them hit it. You can't hit what you can't see. The key to winning baseball games is pitching, fundamentals, and 3-run homers. You don't realize how easy this game is until you get up in that broadcasting booth. Baseball is the only field of endeavor where a man can succeed 3 times out of 10 and be considered a good performer. There are only 2 seasons, winter and baseball. I'm not concerned with your liking or disliking me. All I ask is that you respect me as a human being. A baseball swing is a very finely tuned instrument. It is repetition, and more repetition, then a little more after that. The game has a cleanness. If you do a good job, the numbers say so. You don't have to ask anyone or play politics. You don't have to wait for the reviews. The best way to catch a knuckleball is to wait until it stops rolling and then pick it up. You can hit the ball if you're thinking about all the ways you can miss. Hitting is timing. Pitching is upsetting timing. I'm not a headline guy. I know that as long as I was following Ruth to the plate, I could have stood on my head and no one would have known the difference. Baseball, it is said, is only a game. True. And the Grand Canyon is only a hole in Arizona. As we conclude this journey through the timeless wisdom and wit of Major League Baseball players and coaches, it's evident that the sport transcends mere competition. From the eloquence of Yogi Berra to the sheer determination of Babe Ruth, from the brilliance of Earl Weaver to the trailblazing courage of Jackie Robinson, these quotes reflect the heart and soul of America's pastime. In every swing of the bat, every pitch hurled, and every inning played, there's a story of resilience, camaraderie, and the unwavering pursuit of excellence. Through victories and defeats, triumphs and challenges, baseball endures as more than just a game. It's a metaphor for life itself. So, as we return to the dugout of memories, let these words echo in our hearts and minds, inspiring us to embrace the spirit of the game in all our endeavors. And remember, whether you're facing a curveball or rounding third base, in baseball and in life, it's not just about the destination. It's about the journey, the lessons learned, and the moments cherished along the way. Thank you for joining us on this tribute to the top 50 quotes from MLB players and coaches. Please subscribe to the channel for more videos on the heart and soul of baseball.